To Be Hero X Episode 14 delivers one of the most pivotal episodes in the series, combining explosive action with game-changing revelations about the nature of heroes and their powers. The episode, which seamlessly blends corporate intrigue, superhero battles and sci-fi elements, finally connects several mysterious plot threads while raising the stakes dramatically. As DJ Shindig's attack on the Glimmer Lab unleashes a substance called fear, viewers are left with bombshell revelations about alien materials that could potentially render all heroes powerless, setting up what promises to be a universe-altering conflict in coming episodes. The episode begins with a seemingly disconnected phone call scene featuring someone being called a creep, establishing an ominous tone that will later make sense as the episode progresses. We're quickly transported to a laboratory setting where someone is told they must become a hero and declare war on all those who are prejudiced against us, hinting at brewing tensions between different factions in this superhero-dominated world. These opening scenes effectively establish that there are competing agendas at play, with heroes being potentially manipulated by powerful behind-the-scenes forces. A significant portion of the episode is dedicated to a clandestine meeting between corporate figures, Mr. Rock, Mr. Shand, and the CEO of FOMO, Mr. Zack. Their conversation reveals a complex history between them, particularly regarding the hero industry and their different philosophies about managing heroes. Mr. Rock believes heroes should be controlled with an iron fist, while Mr. Zack defends a more democratic approach where everyone can be a hero. This ideological divide seems to represent a central conflict in the series, with Mr. Rock arguing that grassroots heroes and their scandals are ruining the very title of hero. Their conversation is particularly revealing about DJ Shindig, who is described as the first hero to have been born on FOMO's platform, and the hero who obtained the title of X the fastest, a record that remains unbroken. The corporate meeting takes an unexpected turn when they're informed of a breakthrough development in Research Project Zero, which has been carried out in secret for the past year. Professor Luo explains that they discovered and extracted a new substance called fear from an incident at an orphanage in District 70. Before he can elaborate further, their meeting is interrupted by commotion outside, the beginning of DJ Shindig's attack on the facility. Meanwhile, we're introduced to a young woman named Nuonuo, who believes she's being stalked by a mysterious caller. When the lab comes under attack, she impulsively decides to confront who she believes is her stalker, telling her friend, "I'm going to face him head-on, just like you taught me." This subplot adds a personal dimension to the larger conflict, as Nuonuo's misguided bravery puts her directly in the path of danger. The episode shifts to high gear as we witness DJ Shindig wreaking havoc in the laboratory, using his power to make people crazy and dance uncontrollably to his rhythm. His flamboyant persona masks sinister intentions as he searches for something specific in the lab. When confronted by a scientist who warns him not to touch a certain container, DJ Shindig becomes even more interested, saying, "Why don't you tell me just what goodness is hidden in that thing?" This scene effectively establishes DJ Shindig as not just a rogue hero causing random destruction, but someone with specific objectives, possibly working for someone else. One of the episode's most significant moments comes when a character named Loli enters the fray, wearing experimental armor. When Nuonuo confronts DJ Shindig, mistaking him for her stalker and calling him a disco ball, Loli seizes the opportunity to test her armor in combat. What follows is a fascinating revelation. DJ Shindig's powers, which work by inducing a state of craze in others, have no effect on Loli. This immunity clearly surprises DJ Shindig, who exclaims, "Why aren't you reacting to my power?" Despite his power failure, DJ Shindig reveals he still gets a strong dose of dopamine from using his abilities, suggesting an addictive aspect to hero powers that hasn't been previously explored. The fight between Loli and DJ Shindig represents one of the episode's most visually dynamic sequences, showcasing both characters' abilities while revealing their personalities. Loli's righteous indignation at what she perceives as DJ Shindig's harassment of Nuonuo stands in stark contrast to DJ Shindig's desperate attempts to reclaim his former glory. When Loli knocks him out with a beautiful home run, it seems like a triumphant moment, until the container DJ Shindig was after is damaged in the fight, releasing the mysterious substance known as fear. The release of fear creates immediate panic, with scientists urging everyone to evacuate. The arrival of Ghostblade, described as MG's top hero, rank 5 in the commission, underscores the severity of the situation, as only high-ranking heroes would be dispatched for such emergencies. This moment connects back to the corporate meeting earlier, where the executives were discussing sending their heroes to respond to the attack. The episode takes a more personal turn when Professor Luo arrives and discovers his daughter, revealed to be Loli, at the scene. Their confrontation highlights the tension between parental protection and allowing children to pursue their dreams, even dangerous ones. Professor Luo's declaration, "I don't want you dreaming about being a hero anymore," is challenged by Nuonuo, who defends Loli by stating, "Loli isn't just dreaming about being a hero. She's an actual hero." This exchange encapsulates one of the series' ongoing themes, the definition of what makes someone a true hero. The most shocking revelation comes in the aftermath of the attack, when Loli is somehow able to hold the leaked fear substance in her hand, something that astonishes the scientists. This leads to the episode's most significant exposition, as Professor Luo explains that Loli's ability comes from a material that can completely suppress fear, gathered from the wreckage of an alien spaceship that crashed many years ago. This alien material defies the laws and energy of our world, including both fear and trust, which appears to be the source of heroes' powers. This revelation has enormous implications for the series' universe, as one executive immediately realizes, wouldn't that mean the powers brought about by trust would become useless? The idea that alien materials could neutralize hero powers introduces a game-changing element to the story, suggesting a potential future where heroes could lose their abilities or face a new kind of threat immune to their powers. Professor Luo's excitement about the possibility of refining these materials into manufacturable medications hints at a controversial future application, the potential mass production of anti-hero technology. The episode concludes with two significant scenes. First, we see Shindig in a pitiful state, begging someone for help and claiming, "I did what you asked of me. I also found out what kind of dealings they've got going on." This reveals that his attack wasn't random but a mission assigned by someone else, adding another layer of conspiracy to the plot. His desperate plea, "Just give me one spotlight," speaks to his faded fame and desperate desire to reclaim relevance, a tragic fall for someone who was once the fastest hero to reach the top rankings. In the final moments, Luo Tong, presumably Professor Luo, is granted permission to survey the spaceship wreckage, but is told he must finish an even more important mission first. This cryptic ending suggests that multiple factions are now racing to harness the alien technology, with potentially world-altering consequences. Episode 14 of To Be Hero X masterfully advances the series' plot, while deepening its thematic explorations. The revelation about alien materials that can suppress hero powers introduces a fundamental shift in the power dynamics of the show's universe. The episode also continues to examine what it truly means to be a hero, contrasting DJ Shindig's fall from grace and desperate attempts to reclaim fame with Loli's genuine heroism born from wanting to protect others. The corporate machinations behind the scenes suggest that heroes themselves may be pawns in a larger game played by powerful entities with competing visions for society. The episode leaves viewers with several compelling questions. Who is DJ Shindig working for? And what is their ultimate goal? How will the discovery of fear-suppressing alien material change the hero landscape? What is the even more important mission that Professor Luo must complete? And perhaps most intriguingly, what is Loli's connection to these alien materials that allows her to handle fear when others cannot? These unresolved plot threads ensure that audiences will be eagerly anticipating the next episode to see how these world-changing revelations will play out.